Send the link or anything?
Yeah, we'll send it out.
Everybody's expecting to see something if you even live.
Yeah, it's not streaming, but it'll be online later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder why we didn't play the whole pool. Not too long.
Not too bad, isn't too long.
Yeah, it's not bad. I've been playing, in Colombia, and they have huge pools. Thank you anyway.
Yeah. Oh, you're gross. Talking to your girlfriend too much. Live in the moment, the now. Oh. You're crazy.
That's the way it works.
Great. Where's my team at? I don't know. I feel like we're supposed to have a meeting or something. Ah, there.
Right today, but dry. I got your socks. Yeah, they cover here.
Let's go. That.
Is it just on? Yep. It's always on, even in the background noise.
Yep.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first match of the North American League tournament here in Florida. You see, this is the first match of the women's tournament. This is the second time we are having a women's tournament within the North American League, and you see the first match of the New Jersey Hammerheads ladies team against the combined Newark and Florida team. Florida is playing, Newark and Florida are playing white, and the Hammerheads are playing blue. The score is still 0-0, and we are in minute 2 of the game. You can see the Hammerheads are rotating the ball in the middle of the field. A good pass forward. You can see the Florida and Newark defense is already lying there, so they're very conscious of not getting a counter strike. And the Hammerheads are moving the ball. Now the attacker has to be careful for not being grabbed from the top from a forward. Exactly, that's what they did. So now ball possession is still with the Hammerheads. Still with the Hammerheads, who are now starting from the middle of the pool. Rotating the ball, still at the surface swim. A Hammerhead is diving down towards the goal. There's no defender there, so that's a risky game from Florida Newark, but the possession of the ball went to Newark. And it seems the Hammerheads have regained possession through a short scrimmage at the surface. You can see the referee in the foreground looking intensely at the game of the players. So far, it's been a very clean game. There's a lot of action around the goal of the Florida Newark team. And the ball drops to the floor. Oh, that is a dangerous position. There's nobody on the goal, and the Newark player has tied up the ball, trying to go counter strike, but she doesn't find her partners. Okay, now there's still, you can see the Hammerheads have 2 goalies in the back, so the defense is fully ready to receive the attack. Oh, and that is of course always dangerous. The open side, the player didn't expect the player coming in from the exchange lane, and she lost the ball through this oversight. Hammerheads again in possession of the ball and going forwards on a counter strike, but you can see the defense already there, a defender and a goalkeeper. Hammerhead is waiting there. A lot of action around the goal here. And again, a pass attack from the top. Sometimes when you have a defender lying on the bottom, that's a good strategy to come from the top. Hammerhead player is waiting there. Oh, that is a chance. She has to go down. No, she's not diving down. If she had gone to the ground, to the bottom, and then pushed off, she might have scored that goal. But it's always easy to make these give this advice from the armchair of a commentator. When you're in the water, it's much harder to do that. Okay, the interruption of the game. It's free throw for the Hammerheads.
They can't go all the way here.
Free throw for the Hammerheads, and the Hammerhead player already waiting. Oh, she's going up again, and they execute it quickly. Yeah, they're taking their time. They're looking for weaknesses of the defense. The defense of the Florida Newark team was good. They always have at least one, mostly two people there. Oh, that could be dangerous. You see that she doesn't see her Hammerhead partner who's lying down there. That would have been a very good chance to score. Okay, the ball dropped, but no consequences. And again, a new wave of Hammerhead attack is coming in. The players just going in to tease the defenders a little, to pull them out. And no, the ball is tied up. And now the ball is, no, it was in possession of Newark, Florida, but now again the Hammerheads are on their way towards the goal. And it's probably out of bounds. It's out of bounds. So as you can see, this part of the pool has an artificial wall, which is actually very good tough wall, but because of this is possible to play out of the
Bomb's coming off.
Oh, yeah, out of bounds. So there is a way of, if you get the ball behind the goal, it is out of bounds, and the other team will get possession, a free throw, and yeah. Now the Florida Newark team is attacking. They're getting close. There is a defender there, playing close to the goal. Oh, that looks dangerous. There's no defender there. That can be a dangerous situation. The ball is dropping. Okay, there's interruption of the game. Free throw for Newark. Free throw for Newark. Florida. I didn't see the foul sign that the referee made. Okay, and wrongly executed, not a well executed free throw. So now Hammerheads have gained possession, and oh yeah. Okay, now they have to assist the player, otherwise she has been down there for quite a while. Okay, Florida Newark has gained possession. The ball is dropping, but still Florida Newark in possession. And that was a forward pass. Now the Hammerheads have to put a defender there. If they don't have a back, that is a very dangerous position. Oh, they're making a pass, and the ball is still around the goal. I think that the back may have the ball. Yeah, no, the Hammerheads have regained possession, but they have to swim out. They have to make the way out. A pass to a player. The forechecking is there. Okay, Hammerheads still in possession. And the rest of the ball. A call. The game is interrupted. Free throw for the Hammerheads. The free throw then will be executed in the middle of the pool. It's a defensive free throw in your own half. So it's halftime. Okay, it is halftime. So we've seen an exciting first half of the first match of this North American League tournament here in Florida, Pompano Beach, Fort Lauderdale. The score is still 0-0 in a good match between the New Jersey Hammerheads ladies and the Florida Newark combined team. The Hammerheads had more possession of the ball, had more time around the goal, but as we've seen in the last scene, Newark, Florida has the potential to really score if the Hammerheads are not careful, and we can look forward to the next half in a few minutes.
When I saw yesterday how to play
No, I mean right now, if you can't zoom in like much, then it's, I think it's as visible. If you move it, wouldn't be more visible, right? It would be just more in the center.
Yeah.
There's no focus difference.
You wouldn't get that much closer. No, I have the right until this guy. But, it also slides back and forth, but simply one of the hockey.
Right, man. When you get free, throw in a mask and watch. It's fucking fun. Yeah. It's like a big game of Sharks and Minnows, but even more crazy, you know?
What?
Nicole, what time do we play?
Are you not playing?
No, 9:30.
Are you not playing?
I have that. That's just quite a little more work. Doesn't have to set it all up.
Pero juegan bien las muchachas.
Yeah, so like right now, they paid for my flight down here, but everything else is. I might offer up some different options. Probably costs a little bit.
Underwater rugby.
Welcome back to the second half of our match. In blue playing the New Jersey Hammerheads, in white the combined Florida Newark team. This is the first match of the ladies tournament, women's tournament here at the North American League in Florida. This is the third of 4 North American League tournament of the season. Oh, and you say Newark approaching 2 players. That is a very dangerous position for the Hammerheads. Their defenders have to go in the back. The forwards have to attack. Otherwise, this is very dangerous. But there's still a lot of action around the goal. The ball is tied up. You can see Newark, Florida is still in possession. Plays looking for teammates. They're coming in again. 2-3 down there. There's no defender. That is dangerous. The ball is out, but that Newark, Florida still attacking. I can't see exactly who is possession of the ball. And the Hammerheads have gained possession. They brought it to the surface, play down. There's a player blocking. And again, nice play from the Hammerheads and moving the ball forward. So the players coming down, but there's 3 against 1. This is not a very good position for the attacker. She probably has to take the ball out and let her teammates get in, but no, so Newark, Florida got again possession of the ball. It's at the surface, and it seems like the Hammerheads. No, it's Newark, Florida has the ball. The ball drops, still White in possession, but there's 2 Hammerheads players now around the person with the ball. Okay, the Hammerhead player gained possession of the ball, but there's nobody down there who she can pass to, and the scrum at the surface again led to again change of the possession of the ball. We see that actually more with men's games. You have a lot of scrums. I don't want to generalize, but women's games often tend to have less of these strength-focused elements, but well, there's no reason they shouldn't also do that, because as we know, our players are as strong as any other player. And that is holding with a ball. That should be called a foul, but it's not. The Hammerheads have the ball. I think it's interrupted, I believe. No, it's not. Okay, now Florida Newark is that's a nice pass over to the other side, but the defender has seen that. The attacker, the forward, is on the ball, the person with the ball, and well, the possession is still with Florida Newark. Players now in the corner waiting for her teammates to come. Okay, good defensive play there, but Florida Newark remains in possession of the ball. And the player is looking for a pass. There's another Florida player on the other side, now under the goal. Again, that is a dangerous position if she gets the ball, but the Hammerheads team was able to bring it to the surface. We're seeing a scrum again. It's moving a little bit towards the goal of Florida, away from the Hammerheads goal. And the Hammerheads do have a failed attempt of a pass, have the ball, and they're swimming around. They're being attacked by one person. Now they have to wrestle free to the surface, have to make a pass down. She didn't see a player. She could have done this pass a little earlier, and now she lost the ball. You can see that's good, very good. One cut from a Hammerhead forward, and the back is already in position as well as the goalkeeper. So, but that was a good attack. She came close, even though she was 1 against 3 there. Okay, and Florida Newark now in the second half with more possession. We've seen in the first half of the game the Hammerheads dominate in terms of time of possession, more attacks in the goal, but here in the second half you see more attacks by the Florida Newark team. However, it is still 0-0, so right now all bets are open for who will win this game. There's interruption. The referees are talking to players, and it is a penalty shot if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I believe it's a penalty shot against the Hammerheads. So in a penalty shot, it is one defender, one forward, one goalkeeper against one attacker. The attacker has 45 seconds to score a goal. The goalie cannot leave more than 2 meters of the goal, and he or she can go up and breathe, but she cannot go out and attack the attacker. But other than that, it's a huge advantage for the attacker. So I would say it's about 80% chance to score, though good goalies are sometimes able to prevent a goal from being scored. So this is one of the adrenaline highlights of our game. There's still some discussion, maybe that the Hammerheads have questioned the decision, but see the captain of the Hammerheads, Luisa Gomez, is talking to the referee, but I believe now the attacker is getting ready, and I think it's JJ Castro from Newark, Florida, who will be executing the free throw at the penalty, and I believe it is the Hammerheads goalkeeper Luisa Gomez who will be the defender. So she's still breathing. There's still a short discussion among the referees, and the attacker often can go up and down. They can often go in and tease the goalkeeper, exhaust the goalkeeper, then go up and breathe again. That's a good strategy. Whereas the goalkeeper technically cannot really leave the goal, because that would make the goal open, and any half-skilled attacker would just dive down and then score. Okay. We're still getting ready for the penalty. There's shots the referees are still discussing now with one player of the Florida Newark team. And meanwhile, as I said, this is the first game of the tournament, and a lot of other players have arrived, a lot of other teams have arrived. For the next games, we have 2 exciting days of matches, very high-level matches. So we have some beginner teams, some B teams. So usually the Hammerheads, not the ladies, but the full team, the mixed team, has brought 2 teams, an A and B team, as did the Newark Underwater Rugby, as well as Florida. So we have 3 B teams, but we have a lot of real good A teams. We have Boston that won the previous tournament in Toronto. We have Newark Underwater Rugby, who won the tournament before that in Newark, that the Hammerheads had organized. And we have the Hammerheads and Florida A team, as well as San Francisco here, all are contenders for the top spot in this tournament. So I think we will see a lot of really good competition here. And we have the Makos, which brought a full women's team, which we see later, as well as a mixed team. So I think with all these teams with very good talent, we will see exciting matches that will be good to watch here on YouTube. I don't know what the discussion is, but apparently the penalty will not be executed. But that is, of course, a lucky fact for the Hammerheads. Instead, there will be a free throw. So that was definitely luck for the Hammerheads, but of course once a penalty has been called, it's very hard for the judges to actually backtrack on the decision. So and as I said, there are high chances of being scored on during a penalty. So it's still 0-0. There's a foul called now in favor of the Hammerheads. Hammerheads will go to the middle of the pool to execute a free throw.
I told him I was putting it for it.
Once the signal is given by the referees, the person executing the free throw has 3 seconds to make a pass. If she doesn't do that, then the team loses possession, and there will be a free throw for the other team. Okay. Okay, and
I was like, what? There was no reason.
And there was a free throw now called in favor of Florida for choking, maybe, I'm not sure, but yes. So now Florida Newark's there. The forward is doing a cut, trying to disturb the attack, but Florida stays with the ball. There's 2 players around there. The back is lifted. That's always dangerous. That's always dangerous if the defender cannot stay in the back. Okay, the something's called. I'm not sure what it's called. Penalty is called. Penalty is called. And it must be against the Hammerheads. Okay, so in the end we do see a penalty shot. During a penalty shot, all the players that are not involved in executing or defending the penalty shot have to leave the playing area. And there's still some discussion, so no, I think this time we will see the execution of the penalty shot. And as before, it is JJ Castro who will be executing the penalty shot and Luisa Gomez who will be defending. And of course here we don't have a timeout. Often it is strategic to call a timeout so the goalkeeper can actually breathe up. The worst thing is if the goalkeeper doesn't have enough air right when you start the penalty shootout. But in this tournament, because we're very constrained for time, in the first round we do not have timeouts, so the team cannot strategically call a timeout. Okay, the players are getting ready. They're still breathing up, and there was a signal. No, there was not a signal. It was just a clank here. But I can see there is. Okay, there was a. Okay, they shoot under the goalkeeper. That is dangerous. Okay, now.
I can control my swim.
Okay, the goalkeeper has locked up the ball. She's locked up the ball. Now she cannot move more than. She cannot move than. That's a foul. The goalkeeper cannot move more than 2 meters out of the away from the goal, and well, it's almost better than being scored on, so it's still not counted a. But now the goalkeeper has to go out, and a different goalkeeper has to come in. So now, of course, the first goalkeeper is generally speaking the better goalkeeper. And I'm trying to see who is holding the second. The okay.
Do you have your tape or your armies? Do you need any of that?
I have tape. I only have black now. I have
Okay, now the signal has been given, the penalty is starting. Goalkeeper is in position. Goalkeeper in position. Okay, the attacker managed to go under the goalkeeper. That's always a dangerous position. But now she has to lift her, and that is not as easy. And it is a goal. It is a goal. Florida gets in the lead with 1 goal in this first match of the tournament today, executed through a penalty shot. And as I said earlier, there's about 80% chance of the team to score in a penalty shot. So the odds are hugely in favor of the attacking team. And I believe this is also the end of the game, so probably the time was running throughout this. So this 1 goal means that Florida Newark combined has won this match through this penalty. So this is always a little frustrating for a team to lose only because of a penalty shoot, but in the end I haven't seen why it was given, but we have to trust in the judges' judgment that they actually called this correctly here. And often when it's around the goal, it is wedging, as you're putting your shoulder into the basket as a goalkeeper. That can also be a foul from a defender or an attacker against an almost sure goal. That is also, it has to be given a penalty for that. So again, we don't know exactly. But congratulations to Florida Newark, as well as to as well as to the Hammerheads. Both gave a very good game, and we can look forward to more women's games here at this tournament, as well as the next mixed teams.